There we go. Hey, Gally, I need you to talk to me for a second before the stream, sir. You know how to raid your channel. So, and I'll have to set this thing back up on push to talk. That's good. Kitty's playing.
Try to put this song in.
Crap. Okay. I was trying to talk to you and I had myself muted. All right.
That's fine, Gally. I'm actually.
All right. Okay, so go to your channel.
Right.
And
gotcha.
go to your chat box. And in your chat box, do /raid and then a space and put Galabon in there. And then press enter and it will do a little countdown, and then whenever you're ready.
Remy's watching me. Aren't you special, Remy? There you go. Thank you, Remy, for popping in. Raid. And your channel is Galabond, isn't it?
Yes.
Is it all one word?
Yep. No, raid space and then the channel name.
G-A-L-I. Let me double check my stuff. Oh, it's L-L-I.
I put Sam on there. The Twitch thing.
B-O-N-D. Okay, perfect. So, in 5 minutes, I will definitely do that. Check out the shirt, Remy. See what?
Take my tape off there.
Lawless Corporation. Huh? No, I didn't. You're supposed to put the tape on it. Oh, yeah, they can see me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. All right, Gally. And I know before the game, I'll definitely put it back on push to talk. So. Let's see. So give me a second. Hey, what's up? Give me a sec. Let me mute this for a minute.
East. Hello. Okay, I can make sound, but I can't hear anything.
We hear you.
Ah, there we go. Okay.
Yes, we hear you. All right. Hey, everybody. How are you doing?
Doing great.
Good. Good. All right. Well, hey, Turbo, thank you for dropping in, and Dorzafir, thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. And welcome, everybody, to the Sword Coast Chronicles. It is Thursday night. I am DM Galabond. The players are all gathering on Discord and in Roll20. I see we have Chris and Ivy, James, Ken, Mike, and Vernon all on the Discord and gradually rolling into Roll20. Thank you all for indulging me last week with a week off. My team won their match last Thursday night and advanced to the final Tuesday night. And then in the final, they wound up falling a little bit short. So they did not collect the trophy. But the good news is we have 18 more home matches this year, or not home matches, but 18 more regular season matches this year. And there will be playoffs at the end of the season. So we will get to potentially fight for a trophy if we can continue playing well. Our team has a history. When they do well at the beginning of the season, and they kind of have a summer swoon and they fall off the face of the earth. But with the season being so crazy, maybe they'll actually make the playoffs this year. So we will see what happens. All right. Last time we were with this gaggle of characters. They were in a cave. And in this cave, they had encountered a number of cultists, and they had fought and slain those cultists. There was a group of 4 that they had just defeated when we finished up the last session. And they are sitting at a fork in the road. There are some stairs, shallow, wide stairs leading down to the east on the map. And then there's a little tunnel out of which several of these cultists spilled to the south. So my question for the players is, what would you all like to do at this juncture? And then, of course, there's also the nice, big, inviting, open outside to your west. So,
I think we need to keep searching the caverns.
Do we hear sounds coming from where these recent cultists that we just killed? Do we hear sounds in that direction coming towards us at all? Do we hear anything?
at the moment, in that direction, let me see. What is everybody's passive perception these days? That might be a good thing for me to figure out, is what your passive perception is. So let's see. We have. Let's do this. Let's do. Osprey. Let's open.
We may either continue to go down these stairs and find out where we are being attacked from, or we may try to find the eggs in another place.
Well, Osprey, they got to be somewhere in here. They're protecting something.
Yes, but only could there be places in this place we haven't seen? Like what is to the east? Is that only a wall?
Looks like stairs that go down, but they're very dangerous. That's what I see.
But we are being attacked from here. So it would say that there are enemies this way. It seems to be the only two ways.
Well, buddy, that would put us between a rock and a hard place. But literally, I mean, we can keep going down the tunnels unless you want to try these, slick-looking stairs over here. That's up to you. Mulek, what do you think?
Well, so we know the cultists came from this area. I don't recall where we were. We were told where those eggs were in this cavern, which way to go, and I don't remember what that was.
Would I know that, DM?
Yeah, you guys between you would know that your monk friend Leosin had said that he had been taken down to the south for questioning, but that he had been told that out to the east is where, somewhere to the east is where the eggs were kept.
Ah.
So yes, between you all, somebody would figure that out, would remember that.
I think our monk friend said to the east.
So they are down the stairs.
Possibly, unless these caverns go down south and then to the east. But these stairs are misty. We can't. Can anyone see through this mist? Does my owl hear anything?
Can I somersault down the stairs? You're really fully? I hear those are pretty fun down the stairs.
Okay, so question about the... Yeah, I'm sorry for the... You guys are probably all hearing everything fine on the game, but my ISP is being a little bit flaky, and so stream is cutting in and out. But as long as the game is fine, we'll just keep going. Let's see here. What can you see down that way? You can see.
Like if I send my owl into the mist a little bit, can it hear or see anything through the mist?
Okay, it's got advantage on its perception checks, right?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and send it into the mist a little bit, and I will tell you what you guys discover here. That is going to be area that. Entrance to the cave here ends at a 10-foot drop-off. To your right, broad steps are roughly hewn into a natural stone ramp. Cavern below, you can see a couple of things. There is a mist in that cavern, but you can see that it looks like there's a profusion of fungi there. some of them are just like more or less normal sized toadstools, and other fungi stand nearly as tall as a human adult. And you can see what looks like the heads of two different footpaths, one that kind of branches off and goes towards the left, and one that goes towards the right.
Seeing that fungi, can I tell if it's dangerous or poisonous or harmful at all?
From here, you probably can't because of the mist. Yeah. You would need to get a little closer to figure out what is what.
All right, so I communicate to the party. There's looks like there's two branches down here at the bottom, but there's a lot of fungi, and I'm without getting closer, I can't tell if it's dangerous or not.
Do dragons' eggs grow where there is fungi?
I imagine dragons' eggs grow where it's warm and maybe a little damp.
Yeah, there you do sense some warmth coming from in here, and it's the kind of warm humidity that you tend to notice in places that have a little bit of like certain caves and everything where rotting meat or rotting vegetation kind of the compost effect generates some heat. That, of course, is also very very conducive to growing fungi, that kind of environment.
Let's go.
And just really quick, after that battle, is everyone good? Everyone's good to go, or does anyone need to do a short rest?
How are you,
All right.
Fowler?
I'm good.
All right, who wants to lead forward?
I got my night vision goggles. I can go.
Mulek's gonna walk over and pick up his glowing rock. Use that as a light source for him.
Okay. Thaldor, let me take a look here at your sheet.
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. So, what are you going to do?
Slowly but surely go down the steps and be very cautious as I do not to touch anything.
Okay.
I will actually also take a cloth and wrap it over my face.
Okay. All right.
I don't want no fungal spores.
Okay. All right. Oh, Belle, you're right there at the top of the. You're right there at the top of the stairs. Yeah, as Thaldor gets ready to step out, you might want to grab him and pull him back. Because there's something on the floor of those stairs that doesn't look quite right in front
She'll
of him.
sit by his ankles and then wrap her arms around his ankles and shift him backwards. She looks at the ground and points as
I'll probably
place
fall
is
flat on my
stinky.
face. When you yank me backwards, I'll probably fall flat on my face. I'm looking right at the stair. You just knocked the wind out of me.
What's going on, Bill?
that's a stinky step. I don't know. It kind of seems off. Don't you look and see?
I'll walk closer with my light source to get a good look at the steps.
Okay. Anybody else who wants to do a perception check on this can do so with advantage to see what. Oh, okay.
Not me, right?
Yeah, got it.
Nat
Got
20.
it first.
Nat 20.
Well, even before the advantage, you got it, Thalador. You notice that there is an area here on the stairs that is in fact trapped. It looks like that the stairs are, or those risers on the right 2/3 of each riser, they're kind of triggered in such a way that if you step on the tread, it will actually collapse onto a ramp and dump you down into the mist below.
You can do whatever
Oh.
you want. You don't.
See, didn't I tell you? Stinky steps.
Yeah. I guess, is these steps over here too, Gally?
No, that's a little escarpment. That's about a 10-foot drop. It does look like, and you can kind of tell from where the outline of the trap indicator is. Oh, no, wait, you can't because I haven't shown that to you yet. My apologies. So let me go ahead and go to about here. Okay, there we go. That's better. So you can tell that over here, if you hug this wall, these part of the stairs appear to be intact. It's these areas of the stairs that are rigged to collapse.
Guess we're going to hug the wall. I got some pittance. We can always pound them in as we go across.
Yeah, you can do that. Or like I said, it's a 10-foot drop here. So you could, secure a rope and then down, slide yourselves down, or
Man rope.
try to.
Yeah, we can just go down the 10-footing. Little sconce right here. Just
Okay.
throw a pin in and some rope, guys. Let's go.
Okay. So you do that. And you guys make it safely down. No climb check is required. Okay. So now you can see some fungi all over the place down here, and there's one path I'm going to kind of show one path how it goes. It kind of goes this way, kind of over here, and there's another path that kind of goes along this way and goes up here. So you can only see the very beginning of those, of course. So we'll put that on the map layer, and we'll put that on the map layer. And then there's fungi pretty much growing all over everywhere else. If you don't follow one of those paths, you'll just be stepping on and crushing fungi as you go.
Can I take a look at that fungi a little bit closer to see if I can tell if it's dangerous or not?
Okay. The fungi along one of the paths?
Yes.
Okay, left path or right path?
We'll start with the left.
Okay, make me a nature check. Yeah, actually, that's a really good nature check. Yeah, over here on this side, on the right-hand side, you see this pathway looks pretty well worn, like it's used a lot. And the fungi over here, it looks fine. It's all kind of harmless stuff. In fact, some of it is good edible fungi. There are some halfling chefs that you know about that they've invented this kind of pie with a real flat unleavened dough that doesn't rise very much, and they put all kinds of sauces on it and cheese and different meats and things, and some of them like to use mushrooms, and there's some mushrooms here that probably there's a couple of halfling chefs would pay a pretty good penny for because they're good eating. They go really well on those meat pies.
Mm.
So you said the well-worn path. All this is related to this left pathway?
To the left pathway, yes.
All right. Can I do a similar check to the right pathway?
Yeah, and in fact, you're... Okay, yeah. Mulek, or I'm sorry, Osprey, were you looking at the right-hand pathway or the left-hand
I was looking
pathway?
at the left-hand pathway because I thought he might recognize it as food. He's not a cook himself, but he's been around cooking.
Oh, yeah, I mean, some of this, they're mushrooms, and they're edible mushrooms, so there's no poison, no nothing like that that's going to do that. And hey, for those of you that are trying to put up with the stream, sorry, it just keeps flaking in and out, so not much I can do here about that. I appreciate your patience. The right-hand side, or I'm sorry, the left-hand side, they're mushrooms that are perfectly fine to be edible. They're nutritious. Of course, they're mushrooms, so they're not going to have much taste to them. One of the good things about cooking mushrooms is they'll absorb the flavor of whatever else you're cooking. Give you a little bit of texture. At least these mushrooms will.
And
Does anyone cook? Does anybody here cook? I don't think I saw anybody.
Okay, Mulek, you are going to do a check on the other side.
Yes.
Okay. You actually have a really, really good nature check, so I think that would indicate that you pretty much know what you're looking at over here.
Do you want me to roll it again or keep the same roll?
Keep the same roll because it was a really good roll, and I think anything over a 20 is probably good enough to cover this whole area. So what you see over here is you see, in fact, that this path on this side goes right next to several large fungi that you recognize as violet fungi. Violet fungi, those are fungi that actually will move and attack you.
You guys stay away from the right side. We've got dangerous fungi. They will attack. I sort of motion everyone to kind of step step away from this area.
So what you're saying is I can't bite him?
Nope. Unless you want to get attacked.
But would it make a good snack?
You use the other ones for snack.
Yeah, these other fungi to the left are very delicious, I hear.
I don't want mushroom. Mushroom yucky. She walks on by.
Okay.
And I tell them, I point out the well-worn path. It looks like this is the safer route. It looks like this other route is more trap type to get unsuspecting travelers attacked by this dangerous fungi.
That means we are going to right place.
And DM, I still have that light. I don't know if there's a way to put that light source on me or not to show how much light we have down here, or if we just gonna, just assume that we've got some light source.
Okay. Yeah. I can do that halo effect again. How? Oh no, I can't because the health thing is automatically putting a halo there. Okay. What's the range on your?
It's a bright light, 20-foot radius, and then dim light for an additional 20 feet.
Yeah, okay. It won't let me change it because the macro for the health is controlling the auras on it. So sorry about that.
That's fine. If you want to, I don't know if you want to give me control of a light source, since I probably will be casting it a lot, and I can move it if that's possible.
Oh, sure. Let me do this. What did we have before? Did we have a? Or okay, there we go. So lantern, and we're gonna do this.
I
And it
will
will
move
be
forward. If there are guards here, they are stationary.
20 feet.
What was that, Osprey?
I will move forward. If there are guards here, they are stationary. We should have been attacked again by now.
I'm gonna collect some of these yummy mushrooms here. I might try to sell them to a halfling down the road. I'm not sure how long they keep for, but they aren't too heavy. So I'm gonna harvest some and put some in my pocket.
Okay, so Mulek, I've given you this little lantern. You should be able to control it.
Perfect.
And now you should be able to move it along. Hopefully you can move it along with your character.
Yeah, I'll just move it as I go. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, no, thank you. Good idea there. All right. Let us see. So we keep heading up this way. Yeah, as you move into this area, you notice that it becomes warmer, and it becomes a little stuffier. And let's see. And then you do begin to hear some sounds coming from ahead of you. And they are sounds like like creatures that might perhaps be roosting or something like that.
I think I might sneak in and see what's up and come back and report to y'all guys. What do y'all think?
Sounds good. I'll hang back.
Okay. So Thalador wants to sneak in a little bit. Your goggles give you what distance?
60 feet of dark vision.
Okay, 60 feet of dark vision. Okay. Oops. I think I did something that I shouldn't have. Oh, no. Okay, weird. All right. Oh, no. Okay, it's just something weird with this map. All right. Never mind.
You broke it.
Yeah, I broke it. 60. Okay, yeah. You will see up ahead of you. Doink, 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 doink.
Doink. There is evil clown ahead of us.
What's a clown?
He is Doink. He is jester with funny face.
Oh, never heard of those called clowns. That's a new name. That's interesting.
Clown.
Okay, you
He's a clown.
you see an area opened up ahead of you, and give me a perception check, if you will.
Sure.
Oh yeah, your stealth is excellent. 14. Let's see, 14. Oh yeah. You notice that there are dead bats on the floor of the cavern in front of you.
Wow. That's not a good sign. Can I go a little deeper?
Sure.
Okay. Do I see anything else but the dead bats? Like if I look up, or all the bats are on the ground, correct? You said on the ground in front of me?
Yeah. What's these guys' passive? There's no way these guys have a passive that's 24. No, they don't. Yeah, as you look up, you notice, for the most part, that there are bats roosting on the ceiling, but you notice there are several other creatures roosting up there as well, interspersed with the bats. They're slightly larger, and they have long, pointed beaks. Long, needle-like beaks.
Ooh. Yeah. This is going to be interesting. I'm going to go back to my party here and I'm going to say, hey guys, yeah, so there are dead bats on the floor in the cave in front of us. There's weird, I don't think I've ever seen these before. There's weird creatures hanging in amongst the bats that have long needle-like beaks, and they're a little bit bigger than the bats. Does anybody know what those are?
Everybody can do a nature check and see if you know.
Tasty snack?
I don't think that's what they are.
Oh,
You could eat some of the bats that are on the ground, but you might get something you don't want.
If they have long beak, is that good for eating eggs?
Don't know. I'd imagine it could crack an eggshell, but Mulek, what say you?
Okay.
DM, what say you?
Yeah, Mulek with a 24, you hear that description, you hear it, and your breath catches in your throat. You were told about these in one of your magic classes because if you can get the feathers of one of these creatures, they can actually be. Actually, do they have feathers or do they have? Are they mammals? I don't know. TM has to look up to tell whether they're. We'll just say they have feathers. Okay. No, they don't. Okay, if you can get the wing membrane of some of these creatures, then you can use it for some magical spell components. What he's describing is he's describing Stirges. Stirges are creatures that have a tendency to dive down onto land-dwelling creatures, stick that long beak into their neck or something, and drain their blood. And they will latch onto somebody, and they will just keep draining blood as long as they can until they drink their fill, and that can be fatal in some cases.
So these things are like giant mosquitoes. They will suck your blood. From what I know, they're fairly easy to kill. They're not very. Their constitution isn't very high. They're not very strong, but they can do some damage. So we need to take some caution with these. But they aren't insurmountable. We should be able to get through them. How many did you see?
You saw. Okay. The mystic voice of the universe will tell him how many he saw. He saw approximately a couple of more than half dozen. So,
6, maybe a few more than that. So maybe 6 to 8. I don't know. I mean, if we go in there quietly, we might be able to take them out while they're roosting.
Yeah, I mean, we can try to sneak through. If they do attack, we'll just need to, again, it doesn't take much to kill them, but they can do some damage.
Only if they are here, does this mean that eggs are left behind for a long time? Unguarded? Only to hatch and be drained by Stirge?
No, I'm just thinking these things are either natural to this cave or they were put here as a protection measure. Maybe.
If there are dragon eggs, why not guard with real people? We should use missiles and shoot Stirges.
okay. While you all are discussing this, there is some disturbance, apparently, from a different area. And this disturbance appears to stir the both the bats and the Stirges that are up above. And to your way of thinking, you all can tell that disturbance is coming from ahead of you beyond where the range of your dark vision.
I guess
something beyond where you can see is raising a ruckus. And as that ruckus begins to happen, let me see. We will go here. I will make these things visible. Then I will go here. And I will put that back on the proper layer. All right. And they all start to, the bats all start to mill around and screech, and then they begin flying right through the tunnel where you are, over your heads, and towards the exit of the cave.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you?
I guess you just got your wish there, Mulek.
And the Stirges, they seem to be drawn in the direction of whatever the disturbance was. So they all begin to congregate over this way.
If a bat flies in reach of Belle, can she jump up and grab one?
You can certainly try. Let me see. Bat. So just give me an unarmed attack to see if you can.
I also shot one out of the air for her as it was going by.
Okay. Yes and yes. They have an armor class of 12, and they have 1 hit point. So, yes, Belle, you managed to grab one, and Thalador, actually, I'm going to say with a 19, you put your crossbow bolt through it, and you actually stuck it into some soft material on the ceiling. So now it's pinned to the ceiling, kind of in its death throes up there. Belle grabbed one in her claws, and with any kind of a hit is enough to kill it. You kind of hit it and you feel its little neck snap, and it goes limp in your hands. So you can do whatever with it you wish.
Bill will look up at the one at the ceiling that Thalador shot, look back to him and give him almost like puppy eyes, but I can't get it now.
I wasn't trying to aim it that way, but I got the little bugger.
Yeah.
Mulek, can you grab that real quick?
She'll give her bat over to Thalador, thinking that he wanted one.
No, I didn't want it. I shot it for you, but hey, Mulek, do you have any magics or anything that you can pull that down from the ceiling with?
No, I don't, unfortunately.
Dang.
Okay.
I have
Oh.
this.
Oh, God.
Not gust of wind, but gust.
I would say it's dead, but yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's dead, but it's impaled on a crossbow bolt to the ceiling. So
Is it just swaying?
You'd have to get up there and wrench that crossbow bolt out. Is what you'd have to do.
I was thinking if somebody had mage hand, they could just yank it out. Because it can carry up to 5 pounds. They could just yank it out of the wall.
But what is going to happen instead? While you all are fooling around with that. You suddenly hear a war cry raised in the darkness beyond the Stirges. And from that area, You see, let's figure out what's going to happen here. Yes. You see coming into view a large number of creatures led by a human that you don't recognize, but he looks like he has girded his loins for battle. And he is followed by a number of kobolds, some of which are leading some very nasty looking large lizard creatures. And
I immediately sort of close up the light source because I think I'm the only one that can't see. But as I'm hearing all this, I don't want to have us lit up like a Christmas tree. So I'm going to close up the light source.
Okay, then what I will do is I will take. Oops, let me do this. I may need to. No,
If you give it to me like the owl, and I can bring it on or bring it off.
Okay, yeah, remind me about that. I'm gonna, for right now, just throw it on the GM layer. So if we need it back, I'll get it back from that. So the light is out. These kobolds are coming, and you hear it sounds like they are bringing a kobold army with them. It sounds like a lot of kobolds, and there's a couple of other deeper voices along with them. Joining with this one person. And these Stirges that kind of started to look over here like, oh, maybe this is something interesting. They react like most animals do when a large group of humanoids approaches, and they go, ah, and they get the hell out of there. They just flee in the face of that. They don't appear to be looking to eat anything. They just appear to be worried that they might be on the menu for this big bunch of creatures that's coming. And coming into view, you will see this berserker. And you'll see a kobold with a guard drake. You will see a winged kobold with a guard drake. God bless. You will see another berserker with a guard drake. That's not a guard drake. This is a guard drake. Okay. And then you'll see a bunch more kobolds up here. And you can hear some human voices or some humanoid voices behind them in a deeper register. Almost as though something is driving the kobolds forward with a sense of urgency. And they pull their weapons out. And they look like they are coming to attack. So, let me make sure. Yeah, we have our...
Holy crap.
Yeah, looks like this is going to be potentially a big fight. Now, I say potentially because they're way out there and you guys are back here. So, the question is, do you want to join them in rolling initiative, or do you want to try something different?
That's a good question. Because they're fighting the Stirges, right?
No. Stirges fled.
No, I think they see us. I think they're coming to us. I think we need to get
They're
out of
coming.
here.
They're coming after you.
I don't think we could hide quick enough, guys.
Have they seen us yet?
They seem to be. Those of you who have dark vision, yeah, you can tell they've seen you. They're pulling their weapons and they're charging at you.
You know they do.
Let's
That's
just
the
get it,
thing
guys. I
now.
think.
Dude, we're not going to win this fight.
I don't know what to do. Brock?
Never run from a fight before. Why start now?
All right.
Kind of have to
gonna-
agree with Brock.
I immediately throw my light source rock into this room.
Okay. All right. Then we'll go ahead and do this. We'll say I'm going to go to the when I get it on the right layer, ping for me where you would like it to be. Oh, crap. Oh, no, you guys can see that. All right. Okay, there you go. You can move it. That's good. All right. So I am going to then take it and move it to the map layer. No, I'll leave it there. Just nobody grab that lamp and move it around if you can help it. I'm probably the one that's most likely to do that. So if I move it around, I give James permission to put it back in place. All right, so you guys are free to roll initiative. Looks like you have a ton of people coming.
Ace. I've noticed I can see everyone's HP besides Osprey's. Is that because he didn't add it to his token?
Uh,
My hit
nope.
points
It
are
may
right
be
there.
because I did not. There we go.
I didn't click my token and I rolled a nat 1. Ouch.
It's because I didn't set it up so players could see it. I set it up so I could see it. I didn't set it up so that players could see it. All right. Ooh. Thaldor 5. Let me go ahead and click Thaldor. I will give a turn.
I guess you should have split that bat with her.
Then, what's your dex score, Thaldor? Total score.
Total dex, dexterity 19.
Okay. All right. Then, let me go ahead and put it in descending order. All right. The light stone is tossed out there. Mulek, you see a collection of large, burly humans. So we have berserkers, we have kobolds, we have winged kobolds. They all appear to be part of this group of enemies that are coming towards you. And there are these big lizard things, these guard drakes.
Jeez, what am I gonna do? I am going to. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast minor illusion, and I'm gonna put up a wall, like right here. I could extend this illusionary wall.
Okay. It's a visual illusion, so minor illusion. Okay.
So 5 foot cube. I'm just extending this wall, like making it look like this wall goes out another 5 feet.
Okay. Ping where you are intending to do that again, please. Okay. And it can be. Okay, so it can only be a 5-foot square, right? So you can't extend a wall all the way across, correct? Or can you?
No, only 5. I'm just extending it 5 feet out from the end of it.
Okay. All right. So let me go ahead and put.
Basically making it look like the wall comes out to this far, but it doesn't really. And we can tell, but they can't.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna go like this, and then like this, then like this, and like this. Okay. So pretend that's a square wall. It's not, but pretend it is. Well, goodness. And then we'll do that. All right. So,
It was there, but now it's gone.
what did I just do?
It was there a moment ago, and then it just disappeared.
Oh, I know. I think I know what I did. I'm going to take this, and I'm going to... Now is it back? No, it's not back. Okay, it's there. Okay, there's something. This thing is... I'm going to put that on the layer. Okay, there we go.
And can I go here without disturbing the fungi, or do I need to be farther away?
You probably need to be farther away.
All right, so I'll just go there. And
Yeah,
that'll.
Thaldor, you're getting kind of close to that violet fungi. If you don't want any trouble with that, you might want to be a little more careful where you put your token.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, all right. Okay, unfortunately, that's just gonna have to sit on the main. All right, that's your turn. Osprey, you are up.
So how tall is that rock up there between Osprey and Kobold 10?
Oh, those are columns. So those go
That's
floor
an
to
actual
ceiling.
column. Okay,
Yeah.
so I gotta do some walking. And so this is a fake wall.
This is a fake wall, yes.
And so there's some visual questions here. That's what I'm getting to.
Okay.
It's like I probably can't see Kobold 10 at all.
Well, here's
Maybe
what
from
you do.
here I could do Berserker.
Here's what you do. You use your ruler tool and you see if you have line of sight to a square. You do. So you can see Kobold 10 from there, from the point where you are now. You can also, I mean, you kind of have, because there's a grid, it snaps to the middle of the square. So you would have a harder time seeing the Berserker from where you are than you would seeing the Kobold. You could also
Because
see
it touches
Drake.
the rock less? Is that the idea here?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so we're going to duck in, sling the Kobold, and duck out.
Okay.
So I forget where the 9s hit those things.
And
And then treating the wall.
Okay. Kobold. Nope. It's not quite good enough to hit the Kobold, so that's a miss. And then you go back. And then your buddy, Kobold 10. Okay. He goes running ahead. How fast can he go? He can go. What's his movement? 30 feet. So we'll do.
Kobold's to 35 and not 20.
10,
Or 30 and not 25.
15. So he can get there. And then he just has line of sight to you, so he's going to try to use his sling attack against you. AC 7. That's going to miss. That'll be his turn. Kobold 7 will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then he has, is he within? He's just barely within 30 feet of you, so he attacks normally with a sling. AC 16, will that hit?
Nope.
Okay, so that bounces off the wall. Kobold 6 will go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Whoops. Dadgummit. 35. Okay, ooh. Now he's going to have disadvantage in any case. He can see, just barely see you, but he's going to have disadvantage because he's just out of range. So let's do this. An 11, that'll miss. Then this Berserker here. Mr. Berserker Man, how fast can you go? He can go 30 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Not close enough to do anything. He unlimbers his great axe as he comes. 5, 10, 15, 20. Osprey, he is all up in your grill with a great axe. And he cannot do anything because he had to use a second movement to get to you. This kobold, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He is going to attack with disadvantage. Miss. Guard Drake. How fast do the guard drakes go? 30 feet. And he has no ranged attacks. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Kobold 8. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25, 30. That's a concentration thing on that illusion, right, Mulek?
For minor illusion?
Yeah. Or is it not a concentration?
No, it's a cantrip. So there's no. I don't think there's a concentration.
And it just lasts for a minute.
Yes, and if you want, you can spend an action to investigate it to see if it's real or not. Otherwise, it stays. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Very good. This kobold looks kind of confused at that wall. Doesn't remember it being there, but he can't see anything around it, so he's just going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to run up here. Actually, he's going to run up here and squeeze in behind this berserker. Can't do anything. Oh, and now we have one of our leader types. So she also has 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20. 25. She can see over most of those kobolds. She is going to she is going to cast a spell. What is the range in this edition? The range is 60 feet. So let me measure to see if I think she's got 60 feet. Oh, yes, she does. She looks right at Osprey and she mutters something and she just holds her fingers out towards you and curls her fingers as though she would grab you by your wrist or something like that. And you need to make for me a saving throw. Oh, come on. At what level? Yes. So you need to make a DC 14 wisdom save.
Okay, that's a save. That's wisdom.
Oh!
Uh-oh. Ace can't go.
All right. So, yes, you are...
As a reaction, I cast Chronal Shift, and I give him an opportunity to re-roll that.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Wow, where did that come from?
Try it again.
Ace. There you go.
Oh, okay. So she reaches out, casts this spell. You feel yourself completely freeze up. And then something really strange happens because you see her reach out again and you go, oh no, she's not going to do that to me. And you manage to just shake it off. Somehow it feels like she did that twice and like you got 2 chances to avoid it. That's really weird. And Mulek is over there smiling smugly about something. And she looks at you and she looks at her hands and then she narrows her eyes. She says, I will feed you to Tiamat myself. And that's the
He
end of
gives
her
her the
turn.
ace sign.
Belle, you are up.
Okay. Bop.
Ooh. Okay. So I'm not gonna do anything except just make a square here. That it's a 20-foot cube. Okay, I've got to stop that square because that square is the wrong size. Okay, and I'm going to use my grid to draw a 20-foot square. So 4 by 4. All right, now ping where you want the center of the square to be, Belle.
Here.
You want the center of the square to be there?
Yeah.
Do you want it pushed up a little bit so that Osprey's not in it?
Well, yeah, it's gonna be like right here.
Okay. All right. So you're going to try to get those 4. So I have 2 kobolds, a berserker, and a guard drake that have dexterity saves, right? That's what we were saying last week. Dexterity saves. Oh, come on. And that, and that, and that. There we go. Now, I am going to do group check damage. Dexterity save 13. Submit 0. Submit. Oh,
Aww.
Guard Drake fails. So Guard Drake is now lit up. Whoops, wrong button. Lit up like a Christmas tree. Woo, 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 woo. He's glowing. The rest of them made their saves. And they are not glowing. Okay. Anything else, Belle?
And she'll move 10 feet back. And that's the end
Okay.
of her turn.
Okay. All right. Falager, you are up.
I am. Falager, he's going to use his movement. He's going to move over here, and as far as anybody knows, that is a real wall. Right now.
Mulek, does that do all of your allies see that it's an illusion, or are you, without telling them, are you the only person that knows?
No, they would all know.
Well,
They
we
would have
saw-
seen. They would
we
have
saw
seen you
him
put it up.
cast it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. And I was saying that because I didn't know whether Ken was saying, "Oh, that looks like a real wall," or he was just saying, as far as the enemies know, it's a real wall, which is true. As far as the enemies know, it's a real wall.
Yeah, I
And,
imagine. Yeah, I assume that's what he was saying.
He pulls out his guitar, and he says, "Well, usually I don't put my audiences to sleep, but today I just might make an exception. Exception." And he starts singing, "Hush, little kobold, don't say a word. Mama Dragon's gonna buy you a lot of gold." And he's gonna cast sleep at second level,
Okay.
That was awesome.
and he's gonna
And center it right there.
have to put it right. He's gonna have to put it right on her, I think.
Okay. All right. Which is fine because it will start with the lowest number of hit points. So go ahead and roll your hit points. And it's what is this a 20-foot diameter or is
It's at second level.
yeah? Which sleep second level only affects the number of hit points, right?
Yeah, it adds an
So
extra 2d8.
So creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose. So it's a 20-foot radius. Wow.
No, it's just within 20 feet of it. It's not a radius.
Yes, it's
Well-
a 20-foot radius. 20 feet
20
one
foot.
way, 20 feet the other way.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose.
Right, which means every creature in a circle that's in 20 feet of a point you choose. That's what I'm
That's
trying
what
to
a
say.
radius is.
Right.
that's what a
Yeah.
radius Yeah.
Sorry, I thought you said
No.
something else.
Maths.
So right here, centered on her.
I'm telling you, is that about right? 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, that's about right. It's close enough for government work. Shh, don't tell James I said that. All right. All right. So roll the total. It's going to be 78 because you bumped it up to second level. Roll the hit points and we'll figure out. 33. Okay. So everybody count with me. We have 5 snoozy woozies. We have 10 snoozy woozies. We have 15 snoozy woozies.
15.
We have 20 because he's in that Part of him is in it, so he's in it. 5, 10, 15, 20. We have 25.
We have an ungodly number of snoozy woozies.
25, and we have 25 and 7 is 32. So it starts closest to the center, and it always starts with the lowest number of hit points.
Yeah,
So
I thought you
put-
said it was a cube, but it's a radius, yeah.
Yeah. So it's these other creatures have too many hit points. You do see the woman, she yawns. The 2 guard drakes kind of yawn. And this berserker over here yawns. The other ones, they just fall asleep. So
Wow.
they are snoozing until something disturbs them. So that's a good job, Fallisher. See, low level sleep is one of the best things because it's good battlefield control. You just knock a bunch of enemies out of the fight right away. Okay, Berserker 2. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And he can't get close. Well, no, he thinks that's a wall, so he's going to go there. Can't do anything after that. Okay, come on. Brock, you are up.
Can't quite remember what these icons are, but I'm sure they're expired by now, right?
Well, the splotch means you're bloodied, so you are no longer bloodied. Are you showing that you have 30 hit points? 'Cause I'm
I am.
showing you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're no longer bloodied, and the thing was a bardic inspiration. The flame
Okay.
was a bardic inspiration. Is that still?
Oh, hold on.
Is
I
that
can-
bardic inspiration was still going?
Things that only last for 10 minutes, right? I should have passed with this movie.
And did you use it last time or not?
I can't remember if I did or not.
I don't think he did.
Okay, we'll say he didn't. Here, I'll put it.
I
where
meant
was
to
it?
cast
Wait.
one right there on my end of my turn as a bonus action, but I forgot.
Okay. And then Osprey, you have the Shield of Faith, which is giving you the 2 extra
Oh,
AC,
is that what I was
right?
reading that way?
And that lasts for what? 8 hours?
No,
So that-
Shield of Faith doesn't last that long.
It's either 1 minute or 10 minutes. I think it's 1.
I thought it's 10 minutes. Shield of Faith. 1 bonus action, 60 feet. Blah, 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 blah. Why does it not say how long? Targets, components, duration, concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay, so that's probably gone by now.
Yeah, I would think so because it was
Okay.
cast during the battles, middle of the battles. but
Yeah,
the
yeah.
battles.
Okay, all right. So I'm leaving that designation of 18 and 20 just so we know when you have the Shield of Faith, your AC is 20.
Yeah,
That's for me more so than anybody else, but it's now Brock's turn.
All right. I'm going to move up here 25 feet. I'll use my bonus action to rage, and I'll take a slice at this guy in front of me. Are we saying that
Okay.
this inspiration is still active or no?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll use it. That's a D6,
Okay.
right?
Believe so. 3. So that's a 15. AC 15 will hit. So go ahead and for 12 points of damage. All right.
Does that include rage modifier?
That does have the rage included.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now.
Then
I used to
I'll
break
go
that
ahead.
out all the time.
All right. Next up is Kobold 9. He sleeps peacefully. He dreams of piles of gold that Tiamat is going to bring him. That was such a lovely song. Guard Drake 3. is going to lumber forward. Can't get much farther than that, and we'll just stay put. Falador, you are up.
Finally. Since I'm within, hold on. Oh yeah. So I'm going to give who's up after me first. It's going to be Mulek. Let's see. Since I'm within 30 feet of him and they're all within 30 feet of him, and I know that Berserker could see me, I'm going to give Mulek the help action by being a tactician and saying, Mulek, you got to hit him in the chest because, you know, his arms are flailing, his legs. Actually, go for the knees if you can to give him the help action. Then I'm going to just shoot him with my crossbow and then use my bonus action to hide.
Okay. And you do have allies within 5 feet of him, if you should hit. 16. 16 will hit for 6 piercing and 6 sneak attack for a total of 12. Okay. This guy is starting to be a proper pincushion. Okay. Now, the way that I always... good. The way that I always play this is I always play it as okay, we'll do that. That if you want to hide, you have to move after you shoot, because otherwise, if you just stay still, they know where the shot came from, and it kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah, I was going to move 5,
Okay.
5, 10, 15. Get back in this corner.
Yeah,
and then
perfect.
I'll roll my stealth.
Okay. Excellent. Making excellent use of the geography. All right. This guard drake.
Dirty
nice.
20.
Yep. That's pretty good. This guard drake is going to go. Have to use extra movement. Gets up there. Can't do anything when he gets there. Winged kobold. And then this guy. He is... How fast does he go? Okay. Of course he goes that fast. And then 20 and 60. Okay. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And he comes running out. He says, I will feed you to Tiamat's whelps and break you into many pieces, he says. And this is a big blue half dragon. Hey, you've seen this guy before. He was, in fact, you've seen this woman before too. They were both involved in the siege at Greenest. So this was his 35, 40, 45, 50. And he can't do anything because he's had to use twice his movement. Mulek, you are up.
Not sure which berserker he was telling me to aim at, but I'm
This guy.
It has to be within 30 feet. So it'd be the one in front of you.
And well, this is. Let me put it this way: this berserker right in front of you has been injured. This berserker here has not been injured, so you can do what you want.
Well, this one is about to be injured, or it better be. I'm gonna cast. Where is it? Oh, here it is, right here. At second level.
Ice knife.
Probably miss.
Ooh. Yeah. Now wait a minute. You get
So-
advantage on this. You get advantage. Oh no, he's DC 14. DC 14. So you don't have to roll an attack roll. He has to roll
No,
a.
it has to be an attack roll on the initial piercing damage against this guy, and then they all have to beat a DC 14 to not get the cold damage when the ice. I shoot out
Okay.
an ice.
Yeah,
missile
yeah,
shard
okay.
And it explodes.
But you have advantage. So roll another attack roll.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You know what?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now, is this splash damage? Is that an all or nothing, or is it half?
Yeah, I think it's an all or nothing.
Okay. So, does it include the primary target? Does he have to make the dex save as
Yes.
well?
Yes.
Okay. So, this is where I really like having. Oh, come on. This is where I really like having this thing. Oh, come on, dadgummit. What in God's name is? I don't know what. Oh, what is that? Why did they do that? That was dumb. Just throw that over there because there's no need to have a second one. Over there. Okay.
You know
so,
oh, never mind. Go ahead. So the first one is the 10. Oh, 10 plus the higher. Yeah, you can. I think you can see it. So it'd be 10 plus 16. So 16 on the first hit. So 16 piercing damage against this guy. First.
Yeah.
That's the first.
Yeah. So let me do this because I've got these guys selected. So let me do this first. Dex save DC 14. And what's the total cold damage is 15, right?
Yes.
And then half or save for half.
No, it's an all or nothing.
Oh, okay. Well then let me do this again. I will dexterity 14. Damage is 15. Save for 9.
Did he cast it right here, or was it on the barbarian?
No. It's on the barbarian and everybody that's within 5 feet.
Okay.
So that includes the other barbarian. So apply the damage. Well, you killed a kobold with splash damage. And then this. Okay, somehow this guy should have taken damage, but he didn't. This guard drake should have taken damage. That guard drake did take damage. This guy takes the splash. Come on. Takes the splash damage, and then what do we say the total from the first part is? It's
16.
16.
It's 6.
So
and then
he got
25.
So it's 16 plus 15 is total what that berserker got hit with.
Nice.
Yeah, he is hurt. And this guy, did he take any? He took some more damage. Okay, this guy is actually now bloodied. The guy in front of Brock is bloodied after that.
This berserker didn't get hit with anything.
No, he's within 5 feet, so he got splashed.
Yeah, but he didn't. But he passed the 14. He rolled a 16, so he beat the dex save.
Oh, okay. Well,
so the only one
he's below half hit points anyway, so he's bloodied anyway. He needs it.
All right. And so after that, I will move back here. And then my owl's going to come and harass the berserker. And then my owl's going to come back here.
Okay.
And I got to find my token. And that's my turn.
Okay. Hey. All right. Osprey, before your turn, I just realized we're kind of halfway through our session. So let's go ahead and take a 10-minute break. Take a bio break, whatever. And I have 9:30 on the dot, so come back at 40 after the hour. Get yourself something to drink, stretch your legs, take care of whatever bio needs you have, and I will put some music on and mute my microphone, and then I'll check in with the chat room when I get back. All right, chat. So, how you guys doing tonight? Drats, Turbo, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Doors of Fear, thank you for helping to keep chat entertained. So who else do we have hanging out here? Okay. Well,
Not a problem, Galley.
chat's always nice when it's a little interactive. And when the DM is running the stream, you're always like a one-armed paper hanger trying to shuffle everything around. So it's cool when the players can be in there and interacting with the viewers as well.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't mind.
Cool. You know, this guy is incredibly prolific. The guy that writes all this incidental music that's over on the Roll20 jukebox, he's got his own website, and if you go over there, he's got something like 30,000 different compositions that range from, less than a minute to like 30 minutes long, and it runs the gamut from orchestral to electronica and all kinds of things. All right. Well, I have 40 after the hour.
Hey, DM.
Yes.
I realized something. The damage. The first berserker only took the. Well, actually, the way we do crits, it didn't do the calculation of crits correctly. But that 6 higher level cast only applies to the cold damage to the area of effect. So the initial hit on Ice Knife is so the macro shows it wrong. It shows 4 + 2 piercing, but that should be it's just an additional 1d6 of cold damage. So I'm not sure why it's showing like that.
Well, it's a crit and it's upper cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All dice are doubled on a crit.
Yeah.
So you would roll that,
But
even that initial hit twice.
But
you do have D10s and 2d6s and d6s, so something's messed up there.
Yeah, it's so the cold damage. So the first 4 + 2 should be additional cold damage. That shouldn't be piercing. So the only one. So the first berserker number 2, was only hit with the 9 + 1. But I guess the way we do crit, right? Would it be 9 + 10?
Should be 4 + 6 for the main hit, right?
No, it's a 1d10. The main hit's a 1d10.
Okay, so the 4 + 2, he doesn't even take that. All he takes is the piercing.
Yes, which
9 + 1. Okay.
But is that, how are we doing crits? Are we doing a full damage on a crit?
You're supposed to be doing a full damage on a crit, yeah. And if you fix the Roll20, it should do that. So
let's say it's a fire. Do you just max one of the die, the first die, or what?
Yeah. So be, instead of 10, it would be 11, I guess. So let's go ahead and do the.
You can't crit a fireball, but just an example.
Yeah. So Berserker 2 only took 11 of damage.
Okay, so I need to give him back 15 because I. Okay, so plus 15. All right, he's still hurt, but he's
And
not
then
hurt
and then
bad.
the other 3 took 21 of damage.
Oh, I gave them all 15, so they need to take 6 more. That guy saved. This guy did not save, so he takes 6 more. And this guy did not save, so he takes 6 more. Neither one of them are bloodied. Okay, all right. Very good. All right, anything else? All right, Osprey, I believe it is to you.
Okay. Nope, he wouldn't do that here. Doesn't he have advantage against this berserker though because of the previous thing? Because
My owl distracted him, so you'll have advantage on that.
Yeah, it's advantage there. Okay.
Yes.
So
because of the owl.
Gotta set that. Change to this weapon. There you go.
Okay, that's a hit. 24 is a hit for 6. And he's still bloodied.
Petty.
Okay,
That's
anything
what
else?
we got right now. That's what we got right now.
Okay. Kobold 10. Kobold 10. We're going to say that there's 9 more rounds left on that sleep. That he will snooze. Kobold 7 will snooze. 6 will snooze. This guy, oh, he is mad. He is going to actually take that great axe and try to use it to great effect against Brock. Brock, you recognize this guy. You don't recognize him individually, but you recognize his battle technique. He is going to attack you recklessly. So he is going to attack with a great axe. Hits an AC 23 for 11 damage, but all attacks against him now have advantage because he used that reckless attack.
Take 5.
Yep, take 5. And that's his turn. He snarls and yells and mutters and sounds basically like Yosemite Sam. This guy sleeps. Guard Drake. Okay, this Guard Drake is going to. Oh. Okay. Looks like a wall. Now this is where I have to figure out, is he smart enough to. Yeah, he's got an animal intelligence. It looks like a wall. Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks like a wall. So he's going to try to stick his nose around the wall, and maybe when he does that, he realizes that there's nothing in the way, but he doesn't realize that means he can do anything, so he doesn't attack. Kobold 8 bleeds. She is going to look at the sleeping kobolds and just kind of cluck her tongue in disgust. Such vile creatures. And she will move forward 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yes. And she will identify all of her allies as being exempt as she casts spiritual guardians.
Yikes.
Okay. So there's a 15 foot aura will come out around her. Wrong thing. 15-foot aura. Yeah, and so everybody who is in that. Oh, wait a minute. What happened to that aura? The aura went away because.
Can she
Shot
see
fire.
through the wall?
It's because Mulek cast counterspell. No, just kidding.
Okay, so I'm just gonna do this the old-fashioned.
It might be
way.
because of the light. If you move the light out, it's
No,
probably...
it's because of the macro for the health. That's what it is. So, if you are in this arc, which means Osprey, Brock, Falager, yeah, the owl is too far away. So the three of you, I need a wisdom save from you.
I have a question.
Yes.
If that animal is not smart enough to know that's a wall and he tried to go around it, would she technically not know it's not a wall? Would she have to make a check?
It doesn't matter because it's spirit guardians. Spirit guardians don't care about walls.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So it doesn't know whether she realizes it's a wall or not. She's just moving up because she knows enemies are near, and she's just going to do that. And she can exempt her allies, so it only affects the three of you.
The real question, is she good or evil?
Well, she's a leader of a dragon cult that sacked a town.
God damn it. No.
So
The one damage type I'm not resistant to. This is going to hurt. I think we're all going to die here, actually.
it's radiant. Oh, no, it's necrotic damage. Necrotic damage because she's evil. Yeah. So if you have any way of resisting...
Wisdom? Okay.
Made
Yes.
saving throw and am resistant to.
I still want to fix the spell, but since we've used it for
Ooh.
so long, I kind of feel like I can't.
Oh, I
Okay.
wish I had.
Falager will take the full damage unless he has something to mitigate necrotic.
Nope.
The other two will take half damage, which is 6, unless you have something that can mitigate necrotic, and then you would take either half or none of that, depending on. Yeah, so.
And Spirit Guardians, that just stays there?
Yeah, that stays there. I believe it's a concentration spell. Let me go to Spirit Guardians over
definitely is.
here. And then I'm going to display the spell card. Okay, if this rolls damage again, just ignore the damage, but or it rolls a second attack or damage, just ignore that. Okay, no, it didn't. All right, good. And she just cast it at the normal level. Concentration up to 10 minutes. So I need to give her a concentration. She is thinking.
That goes on for 10 minutes, everybody's dead.
Yeah, so she is thinking about
Way ahead of you.
this.
And technically, none of you guys take the damage, right, until your first turn.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, I want to fix that spell because we abused it for so long, but because of that, I feel like we kind of have to suffer it.
Well, you would take the damage anyways, because on your turn you're going to be in the radius of it. So
Yeah, and your speed is halved when you enter the area for the first time on a turn, or when you start your turn in the area, you make the wisdom saving throw. So actually hold off on those saving throws. Actually, what we'll do, Osprey and Brock, you made it whether you use your advantage or disadvantage roll. But when it comes to your turn, Falliger, roll again and see if you get a because you technically should roll it at the start of your turn. So I'll let you roll it again. Don't roll it now, but roll it when your turn starts to see if you take any damage. All right, so that's her turn. Belle, you're up, and you see this circle around this woman. And it's it's not a square, it's a circle. Okay, so we're going to do this again, and we're going to do this. So basically, if you are in that circle, if you move within that circle, you're going to have to make a saving throw against spiritual guardians.
At second level, I am going to cast Sleep.
Okay, and where are you going to try to place it?
On her again.
Center it on her. Okay, so...
Well, it would affect us, so you sure you want to do it that close?
Yeah, if you...
Then push it back a little bit more.
Okay, push it back, so... Alright. And your total is 31, right? Okay, so you push it a little bit back behind her. Alright. Well, with exactly 31 hit points left, this Drake here falls asleep and starts a 10-round countdown. So that guy's asleep.
See, this is the battle he was talking about after his, team lost the other day.
Oh, wow. So she loses concentration?
No. No, this guard Drake went to sleep.
That thing had 30 hit points?
Thing had 31 hit points. Exactly.
I thought you said the lowest person was first.
Yes. And among everything that's alive in that area, everything that's alive and not already asleep in that area.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute. No. Take that back.
Berserker's injured.
Takesy backsies. This guy falls asleep. He's the closest. And then there's not enough splash damage left to go onto this guy.
I'll use my Bardic Inspiration on Falliger as well.
Okay.
And that'll be my turn.
Okay, so Falliger, you now have the Bardic Inspiration. Okay, go ahead and roll your save, the Wisdom save. See if you avoid that Guardian damage. Okay,
1d6.
Yep. With a 14. A 14 is exact. Well, let me just double check. I think that's exactly what you need. Uh,
14.
Yep, 14.
Oh,
So-
thank you.
So now you only take 6 damage because you have half the damage from the guardian spirit or spirit guardians, and then you can move out of that so that you can move up and attack and then move out of it so that when you end your turn, you won't start your turn again in that effect unless of course she moves into your range.
Okay. Yikes. What to do? Well, my boys are in the way. Whatever, fellas, here's gonna do it.
Okay.
He's gonna start playing his guitar and he's, boys, this is sure hell of a snooze fest. And he'll say, now I lay me down to cheat. I've got to put some of these people to sleep. And he'll, cast sleep at second level. And see
Okay.
if I can cheese this at all.
Where are you gonna try to center it?
I'm thinking, okay, I can actually cast it in the air.
Okay, if you center it there, you will get your comrade will be in the way if you put it there.
Now, it doesn't say that, it says with a distance. So I can literally put it in the air a certain distance to try to maximize, right?
Okay. Let's see. All right. This guy you actually don't need to worry about because he's already asleep. So don't worry about targeting him. If you just push it back 5 feet from where you were, you will keep everybody on their team in the range and none of your guys will be in the range. So instead of pinging where you did, ping 1 square back and do it again, and then you'll have only enemies in the range and you don't need to worry about height.
So can you ping for me where I'd have to cast it? All the way
Where-
back there?
Yep, because this will bring it to 20 feet. It can't get to Brock, and it will come out and catch all of these guys. Of course, it's not going to catch these guys, but they're already asleep. You don't need them, and it will easily catch this guy as well. So yeah, just center it there. Unless you want to do something different, we're going to say you're centering it there. And
All right. We'll do that.
Okay. And then when you cast it, we'll see how many hit points of creatures you affect with your 7. It's 7d8 as opposed to 5d8. Whoops. Okay.
Oops. Sorry. I thought it would
No,
roll
that's all right. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know why it doesn't do that.
All right, boys. Cross your fingers.
Do.
Nice.
1. 41. Okay. Well, with the
Now you can get
two targets that have the same hit points, And the one target is closest to it. So this guy here goes to sleep. Oh, whoops, no.
You're not counting the ones that are already asleep, right?
Correct.
Okay.
The guard drake's got 30 something hit points.
Yeah, the guard drake has 31. Both guard drakes have 31. The unaffected berserker and the woman both have more than that.
Wow.
And the uninjured guard drake obviously has more than that as well. So, and there's not enough bleed over because there's only 10 points bleed over, and there's nothing that has 10 points or less to affect from there.
Well, I'm going to back up.
Okay. Okay, you probably don't want to back up there because that puts you right next to those.
I can't be on the other side of the line, or.
Yeah, you don't want to be right next to those things. Mulek told you those things are dangerous, so you want to be kind of probably over on this side of things. Okay.
All right. And as a bonus action, I'm going to. God, which one to give it to? I'm going to give Osprey Bardic Inspiration.
Okay. All right. Osprey, try to remember next time your turn comes around, you have Bardic Inspiration. And Berserker 2. He sees his buddy fall down. He's not sure what that is all about. And he hears the thing behind him thud to the ground. He's not sure what that's all about. But he is just going to step up and squeeze into this square here. And he is going to attack Osprey recklessly. So just do that same attack or that same thing. AC 22 for 14 damage. But now he.
Oh.
Oh.
And that's his 6th. That's number 6, finally.
Number 6, what?
Tommy's been bloodied in the campaign.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well. Boink. All right. So he is there. And that little radioactive is just a reminder for me that you have advantage to attack him. That's all he's going to do. Brock, you are up. This guy is asleep, and this guy, you have advantage against him, and you'd have advantage against this guy because he's affected by the fairy fire.
If you attack the guy that's asleep within 5 feet, it's an auto crit.
Says the guy that ran away.
What do you mean? I couldn't attack.
You can. I literally, we're all going to die here if we stay. Like, this is Chris and Brock are battling right now. Like, I know that we're going to die, but Brock, I don't think would run, so I guess I have to go with that. I'll take a hit at the guy that I've been fighting.
Okay.
Personally, I think we're about to have a Spanish Inquisition.
I think we're going to wipe here. Some people might be able to escape, but...
Oh! Yeah, 24. That'll hit 14 points of damage.
Which one did he hit? Okay, then he'd do max damage.
Yeah, you do max damage. Yeah, so what's your maximum would be...
Away from that.
Oh, 8. 8 and 6, yeah. So that is max damage 14. He's very bloodied. But hey, wait a minute. He's no longer asleep. So that's gone.
Was that not? Oh, he just got put to sleep, didn't he?
Yeah, he just got put to sleep. And now he got woken up by a axe in the face. Now, before you end your turn, you are still in the zone of those spirit guardians.
I wrote it beforehand. Remember?
Yes, but you're still in the zone.
I'm
Wait.
confused.
We already
Correct.
did the damage for this round.
We already did the damage for this round, but every time you start your round in that area, you have to make another save.
Yeah.
I'm
So you're
confused.
aware.
If you do a 1d8 plus 4 as your strength modifier, you should be doing 22 damage to that guy. I'm sorry, not 22, but because you only had your strength modifier once, right?
Yeah.
So you should be doing 20 damage to that guy.
No.
What do you mean?
Oh, because he's unconscious. So all.
Is it max damage or is it
Hold on.
It's
Unconscious.
an auto crit.
It is an auto crit, yeah.
Yeah, so it's an auto crit. So you rolled 8. Your bonus damage is your
Also, I
normal-
said
your crit
max-
damage would be 8. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that actually is enough to kill him. So, all right.
Way to go, Brock.
Because all he had was 8 hit points left after that, and the 8 hit points would have been your bonus on your crit. So.
Actually, you know what? Now thinking about it, before I do end my turn, since you held it, I'm going to actually step back. I'll take a attack of opportunity over this shit.
Okay. Okay, so you want to... All right, as you move back, this berserker...
And he's still reckless too, so it'll be advantage.
Yep. It's a crit.
Yeah. Damn.
So 17 points of damage.
Should that be more because it's max damage on the first die?
No. I haven't had a
Ooh.
chance to go through and fix all the tokens for the enemies.
Bell with cutting words.
Ooh.
Can't stop a crit though.
Okay, but wait a minute.
Yes, you can.
I can do it
Yeah.
too.
You can. So instead of rolling, what was his attack roll? It becomes an 18. So it's only 12 damage. Well, actually, let me roll that again. D12 plus 3. So I'll just roll it and see what it would be. Because he doesn't get that crit. D12 plus 3. So it's only 13 damage instead of 17. So she saved you 4 points of damage. So give yourself 4 points back if you have.
Well, I didn't take it away. What's the total?
Total is 13.
Aren't you raging?
Was that
Oh, so yeah. So it's half. 6.
But to say I know spirit guardians you can't ignore, but I know any piercing, bludgeoning, and everything else damage you can.
yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
because it's necrotic, and that's why it's
Spirit Guard is gonna hit me way harder than that.
okay. Kobold is asleep. Guard Drake here is actually asleep. Faldor, you are up.
Come on, Theodore.
Oh,
Break-
yeah.
Get her.
That's what I was actually planning on doing, Falliger. Thank you very much. So
I'm cheering you on. I'm not telling you what to do.
Oh, no, that's fine. I like input. So I'm going to move 5, 10. So she's in my line of sight. I'm going to hit her with my crossbow.
Okay. Now you don't have an ally, so there won't be any. But yeah, 21 will hit, and 5 points of damage.
Does that affect her
But-
concentration?
She is going to have to make a save, which is going to be a DC 10. It's a Constitution save, right? That's what we're doing. Is that somebody look
I
up
did come out. Oh
concentration?
wait, I did come out of hiding though.
Well, and
I was
he's
hiding around the corner.
And he's shooting through a wall, so she can't see it coming anyways.
Okay, yeah, all right. So yeah, 15. Still gonna be a DC 10 because it's half the damage or DC 10, whichever is higher. All right, so and half of 15 is only 7.5. So, somebody look up concentration for me. Confirm for me that it's a Constitution save.
It is.
Okay. All right. Good. Then her Constitution is this, which means that she rolls a. All right. She doesn't get any extra bonuses on that. Whew, 11, just barely.
Mm.
She just barely made it.
Wait, yeah. Is it half the
I
damage?
thought it was 17.
No. It's DC 10.
It's the higher of.
Higher
Oh.
of DC 10 or half the damage.
Yes.
I
Gotcha.
thought you hit it for 25. It's 15 total.
Yeah, it's 15 total damage. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
a good hit. But I'm gonna run back over here in my corner and hide again.
Okay.
Nobody's close enough to her. Well, I can give Osprey because he's within 30 feet when I was out there. So I just yell at Osprey. Osprey, hit him between the eyes like you like to do.
Okay.
He gets the
Bardic inspiration.
Well, no, the
help action. Help action. Okay. All right. That's Thaldor. So now Guard Drake 2. Okay. Guard Drake 2 is going to look up at the woman and kind of do this, which might be get out of my way. But he can't go anywhere because she's in the way. And this guy sleeps.
The woman.
This guy, he's going to say, I've had enough of you. And he is going to get here, and he is going to measure. Oh, look at that. 3 of you. Right in a nice little row. So he is going to, we'll just say we'll say it's this because he opens his mouth and he exhales and a beam of lightning 30 feet long strikes Osprey, Mulek, and Falliger. So you guys need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 13, and it's going to
Ace
be
is dead.
4d10.
Yep.
Ace health that.
22 points of damage.
Okay, boom. Minus 15.
Falliger, that's exactly what you need to save. So you would take half, which is 11. And then Mulek, I need a save from you. Yeah, I don't see one from you yet. Absorb elements. Okay. Okay, so now, how much do you absorb? Or do you absorb any?
Sorry, I thought I was talking. I was wondering if this helped me. So I think this would make me resistant to the damage type. I still have to do the Dex save, but I only get the. It just gives me an extra 1d6 damage of the triggering type if I do a melee attack on my next turn.
Lessening its effect on you. So yes, you get resistance to it, and you can add 1d6 lightning damage to your next attack.
If it's a melee.
If it's a melee attack. So yes, 17 is a save. So you're resistant and you saved. So instead of taking 22, you saved, you take 11. Because you're resistant, you take 5. You take 5, Mulek. Osprey falls down. And Falazur looks... Oops, I'm sorry. I have the wrong tool selected. Falazur is very bloodied over here. Next to Brock. And then the half dragon roars with laughter. Ha 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 ha! All will fall before Tiamat. And that is the end of his turn. So we're at the top of the next round. Mulek, Ace just fell down in front of you. He's got big scorch marks across his armor where that lightning just really did a number on him.
Yeah. Sorry, buddy. I think I'm only going to get myself more in trouble. So I'm going to... let's make sure here. Normal. At Frulam.
Okay.
Cast ice knife. I put my hands together and I shoot a shard of ice right at her.
Okay. All right. So she gets to make a dex save, DC 14. She still has to make that. She's gonna the attack roll is 22, right? So that's gonna hit.
Yeah. So that's only for 6.
Okay, so she takes the 6. She saves. Whoops.
Well, she doesn't get the extra 14.
Okay, but
Just your con save.
This guy, and this guy all have to make those saves, right? Because they are all adjacent to her. Okay.
One of them's asleep.
And one of them's asleep.
So yeah, well, it doesn't matter whether he makes his save or not. He's going to be dead anyway because he doesn't have so many hit points. All right. Now that I've gotten those, I'm going to have to do these in 2 separate groups because of the way it's a dex save. Submit. 14. Damage is, what's the total damage they're saving against?
It's 14.
15? 15?
14.
14.
9 plus 5.
Okay.
The 9 cold damage plus the 5 upcast at second level.
Okay. 14 and on a save, none. Okay. Guard Drake takes some more damage. The other guy Okay, then these two guys, they will do the same thing. Dexterity. DC 14. Damage 14. On a save, none. Okay, and then apply. All right, well, hey, that little kobold, he doesn't even get a save, does he?
No, he auto fails
No, yeah,
strength and
nice.
dexterity checks.
Yep.
Or
So
saves.
he's dead. He is dead. That's right. Okay, anything else, Mulek? You
Well,
are out of range.
Furlon's got to do a con save.
Oh, dex save.
A con save.
Oh, she's got to do
Concentration.
con save for concentration. Frulam, come on, where are you?
Please fail.
Yeah. Oh, she
Thank
does.
God, Ulek.
Nice.
Hey, all right.
We look with the ice knife.
And
That
then
is gone, and then she
I'm gonna
is
have to
very sad. She's very sad because you just took away her spirit guardians. They falter and fall. Okay. And the blue half dragon kind of looks at her and gives a sneer like, weak woman. Osprey, make me a death save.
Oh, I'm here.
19, very good. Okay, so I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna give you one of these, and I'm gonna give you 0 of these. So the green is the good death save, the red is the bad death save. And we will track your progress as your turn comes around. He lays there twitching from the after effects of that lightning. Kobold 10 bleeds. Kobold 7 sleeps. 6 sleeps. This guy is dead. This guy is asleep. This guy. Well, now everything is down in front of him, so he can go 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait a minute. Would he? Is he hungry? Would he? Somebody call high or low.
Ooh, I don't want to be that guy.
Osprey, it's your body.
Osprey, it's your body, so call high or low.
Hi.
It's low. He's hungry.
Ooh.
All right, so he's just going to. What is his bite attack?
That's 2 auto fails, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1d8 plus 3, so that it doesn't matter what the damage is. So it's not going to kill him outright, but it will give you 2 fails. And then it will just take a bite, and that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. It used its action to bite, so it cannot bite Falliger when it gets there.
it ran by and got a snack on the way. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Kobold 8 bleeds. Frulam. She steps over here and she pulls out, or she has a halberd, which is a polearm. and she will hold the blade of her polearm down across Osprey's neck, and she says, "Surrender now, or I will end him. If you do surrender, you may yet have a chance to live and serve Our Lady Tiamat. You are capable warriors. You would have places of honor in our ranks." So she is going to definitely threaten. In fact, actually, no, she's not going to do it because it's the middle of combat. She is not going to give you time. Thaldor, sorry, I can't help you out here. But if you guys surrender, Thaldor, you probably could hear her give a good minute plus long soliloquy all about the evil plans.
Say what? That'd be Osprey, not me.
No, isn't Thaldor the one with the mastermind?
Oh yeah, I am the mastermind. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I wish
it's not
our
my turn.
I wish our badass tank was here with us during this fight.
Wait,
Right.
Look at that.
All right. So, she is threatening. That's her action. You guys have a free action to respond. Not mechanically, but if anybody wants to say anything.
I'm thinking to Bell. I'm whispering to Bell because I'm within 5 feet of her. Whispering, Bell,
Okay.
can you heal Osprey like now?
It's not going to do anything.
I mean, well, if she can get him back up, I mean, he might be able to disengage and run.
I have to be able to touch him to be able to do anything.
Doubt it.
You don't have cure. You don't have
healing word.
Healing word.
No, I have cure wounds.
Damn. She can't move to him on the other side of him and touch him real quick, can she? She's within 20 feet.
She could. Okay. Well, when it becomes her turn, I presume since we're sitting here, nobody's going to say anything to her soliloquy.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Hold up.
Don't worry about what Belle's going to do. Worry about what you're going to say to this woman first, because it's still her turn.
I wonder if I can deceive her. Do have high deception. Guys?
You can try.
Oh, Lord. Oh, why is the mastermind got to step out from hiding? Okay. I'm not going to be a coward. So I'm going to move out. I know it's not my turn, but I'll step out at least 5 feet. Stop!
And she raises an eyebrow at you, and her blade is... You can tell that her blade is kind of putting a little bit of pressure against Osprey's neck. Not enough to draw more blood, but she's ready to...
I look over my shoulder at Brock real quick, and I just give him a wink, like, just chill out. I got this. Just play along. Like, give him that play along wink. Just hear me out. So I look at her and go, okay, stop.
Collaborate and listen.
What benefits are there to joining your cult?
And she says, the first benefit is that your friend here may live.
That's a gimme. What's the fringe benefits of serving Tiamat? I mean, we have a big group here. We're just curious,
I've got to look at something here. Oh, yeah. Dice roller, why do I have you minimized? Okay, there's that. And oh, okay, there's that. I'm checking the okay. Yeah, big strapping lad there. And where is my God bless it? Oh, it's because he's over here. He has to be different. Okay. All right. She takes. She says. For you, the fringe benefits may be wealth, power, and glory when Our Lady Tiamat comes to reign. Those who help to usher her in to this world can be assured of her thanks. And then she turns and she looks at Osprey and she looks towards Faliger. For some of your companions, there may be other fringe benefits. And she gives Faliger a little smile and winks at him.
What? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Faliger and Osprey are the ones rocking a 19 charisma, so.
Faliger's like, oh, mama.
Oh God.
Go.
I look over. Don't feel bad. My charisma's not that high. Come on now.
All right,
I have a 13.
So,
I'm trying to work this out the best I can. Molly threw up in his mouth a little bit. Okay, look. If you can promise our friend will live, we will come along willingly, and you can persuade us to join your mission.
As Belle's just standing there anxiously, just trying to like fight herself to just run over to Osprey and just try and heal him, but like shaking there.
It is your turn. I'm trying to distract her, keep her going.
It's still her turn. Her turn is getting extended, so Belle, don't do anything yet.
Don't do nothing
Yes,
She says,
too. That's how she looks. Her
She
reaction
said-
to all this.
okay, all right. Frulam looks at Thaldor, and a hard glare comes over her eyes, and she says, "Then drop your weapons now."
I look over my shoulder. I look at Belle, and I say, "She don't really have any weapons, does she?" I would almost think for her to I'd almost think for her to run up and say, "I surrender, I surrender," and then just touch Osprey. I wish I had message like I did with Dorzafir, but it's like just, whatever you're gonna do it, because I'm gonna try to make a distraction. Well, this talking is a distraction. So the moment she says, "Put down the weapons," I guess I go to. Can I do? I know it's not my turn, but because I'm talking, I can't take a turn.
Everybody has an opportunity to respond. You now have all been given a direct order. Lay down your weapons. The implication is if you don't, because she has her halberd right there, it's going into Osprey's neck. So you guys can either lay down your weapons or not. And if you don't, we'll see what happens.
What would
If you
Osprey
do-
want us to do? That's the real question.
Osprey has a very strong opinion, which you wouldn't know.
Which he
He actually
is
has
not.
an extremely strong opinion on a lot of
He
this
is not.
stuff.
He is not in any. He is not in any position to communicate that opinion to anybody.
No,
right
but
now.
we spent a good amount of time together. What is there some kind of roll or something I could make to see what I think Osprey would want for us to do?
Make a.
This is kind of complicated. It's
This
like
is getting good.
you can pick up his attitudes, but there's a lot of backstory that plays into decisions like this, which is what I'm trying to.
Well, I'm the one trying to make the judgment call, so.
He
Well,
doesn't go around.
It's hard, Falisher. It's hard to do an insight on somebody who is unconscious, but you can easily do an insight against a woman and see. You can do an insight to see what she, whether you think she's telling the truth or not.
Okay.
Okay, Bell, not quite
Whoa.
yet. Falisher, you get the feeling that everything she has just said in the last few moments, including the potential innuendo in your direction, is 100% on the level. You think she sees you all as potentially more valuable to the cult alive if you will join them than you would be dead if they have to kill you. Bell,
She's definitely the leader.
particular. Look, she was at the. Yes, she is wearing purple robes that have all kinds of devices and symbols, like that are draconic on it. She definitely has some insignia that makes her look like she is a leader type. Bell, if you actually move from behind Faldor, you are going to get a glare in your direction, and you'll actually see that she pushes the halberd blade closer to Osprey.
Yeah, whatever. Fine, I'll
now-
stay there then.
Now a little line of blood.
Falisher slowly puts up a hand.
And she okay, you're not dropping your weapon, you're raising your hand.
First of all, I didn't have a weapon drawn. I just had my guitar out. So
okay, all right.
Well, you're a honky tonk man, so you could have smashed her.
Okay, so you raise a hand. She looks at you.
She calls on you for your answer to the question.
No, I'm just getting her attention. Okay, go ahead.
She says, I grow tired. But do you want to play something for us? That's a lovely instrument you have. What do you want? Spit it out.
Falisher is gonna really turn on the charm.
Okay.
My
Do it,
dear
Mr.
lady,
Charisma.
I must say I would love to give a performance for you, but I was thinking perhaps maybe it might be more beneficial to have a personal performance, if you know what I mean.
And
if you spare my friend's life, I will give myself to you in exchange for some privileges inside the order, if you will. Maybe a low rank, since you know that we are, and I am, a very capable fighter in my own right.
And she says, if your friends don't drop their weapons, none of you will live long enough to have a choice to join us or not. Weapons down now. And her tone is becoming decidedly impatient.
Let's say Belle doesn't have weapons.
Right, but the rest of you do. And this is a whole group thing. So everybody either drops their weapons or there's no deal.
Will you let us keep our belongings with this deal? Otherwise, I'm afraid that a couple of my companions here will fight to the death.
And she looks at you and she says, that's a pity. And she jams the halberd home.
I was...
Not even a persuasion roll? Come on.
Damn!
Well, okay, you didn't say you were going to roll a persuasion, so go ahead and quickly roll a persuasion. Say what you're going to do and do it.
Well, Fallinger. I was saying Fallinger rolling a persuasion. He's being very persuasive.
No, Fallinger rolled an insight.
Oh.
He did not roll a persuasion. He could say that he wants to roll a persuasion if he thinks.
Yeah,
of it.
I'm trying to persuade her. That's what this
Okay,
whole
but
speech
then
is
you
for.
have to mechanically do that. You can't just do that.
I thought that was already implied. Okay.
No. There's reason there's skill checks
right.
in this game.
Well, during all that speech and everything, I am trying to.
Okay, so go ahead and roll it.
A persuader or deceiver. It's your pick.
No, it's your pick because you're the one doing it. You figure out what your intent is. If your intent would be to,
I will try to persuade her.
To go through with everything that you are saying, it's a persuasion. If you're trying to trick her, then it's a deception.
Yeah, it would be to influence her, so it would have to be a persuasion.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Boy.
Persuasion is influence honestly. Deception is influence deceptively or dishonestly.
Well, when it comes to my friend's life, I would be honest about it.
Yeah.
Oh, the most important rule of the night. Oh boy. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I had Chrono Shift ready to go.
She says, as for you, we can talk about it. Now the rest of you, weapons down. And she says that with a glare at Faldor and Brock specifically. Mulek, do you have any weapons in your hand?
I had already dropped my shield and had my hands up.
Okay, all right. So
I place my crossbow on the ground and place my short sword right next to it. But I have a dagger on me. Can I roll to stealth that, to pocket that?
Just make a stealth roll. Make a sleight of hand roll to see if you can keep her from noticing it.
Oh God.
18.
Okay. Yeah, she is watching you guys, so she's going to get
15.
an active. No. 18. That's all you needed. You don't need both of them.
Okay.
Sweet God.
So
I have a plan.
All right. What the hell is perception? Is that an intelligence or a wisdom these days? That's a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Okay. So she's trying to be an 18, which she does not. So
She don't see you.
As far as you know, she didn't see you, keep the dagger out of her sight. Brock, Falasher may have bought you a little bit of time. Faldor is laying his weapons down. Mulek has already dropped his weapons. Bell doesn't have any weapons, and Falasher doesn't have any obvious weapons in his hands. You, however, have an obvious weapon. What are you doing? She is glaring at you.
Do I feel that I can clear the distance before she thrusts the blade in? Probably not, right?
No, she's got pressure right on there. All she has to do is just sort of jab that.
Do I feel like a good 2-weapon fighting shield throw? I could dislodge a weapon to give me enough time to close the gap.
Wow. That would be extremely risky. You do have there is also a berserker who's standing right there with a great axe over your friend. So if you dislodged her, she might just have to flick of a head, and her berserker friend might finish him off. And then you've got that half dragon who is obviously very mad and has scorched 3 of your allies, and probably doesn't have any qualms about scorching more of you guys. Certainly you're going to make it harder to get Osprey out of this fight alive if you do anything except what she is ordering you to do.
Brock's a soldier. He'll live to fight another day. Throws his axe at his feet.
Okay. All right. Well, there we go. And as soon as you lay your weapons down, Frulum kneels down, and she will reach out a hand, and she will lay it on Osprey. And Belle, you see a familiar glow come around her hand. And Osprey, you receive 7 hit points. So you are now at 7 hit points. You are no longer dead. You are bloodied. Your eyes open, and there's this strange woman in these purple robes leaning over you, and a smile crosses her lips, and she says, "Hello, beautiful. We're going to have some fun." And I think maybe that's where we'll leave it for tonight. We do have 10 minutes left, so I don't know how much we can get done in 10 minutes, but let's see. Yeah. All right. No, we can do an aftermath of this. All right. The berserker and the half dragon quickly come up around and just kick the weapons away from those of you that have the weapons, and they you are surrounded by a bunch. There's actually a bunch more kobolds that
Oh my god.
a bunch more kobolds.
That was a
come
lot of
around.
kobolds.
That's a fight we're not meant to win.
Yeah, he kind of stacked the odds against us tonight.
My god, I tried.
You did
And hey, I mean, you guys survived this fight, which was the important thing here. You guys managed to survive what was going on here. So,
Could have had a real kobold slain.
This could have been a TPK.
the short wrap up of this is that you are all forced to doff your armor they will try to take all of your weapons. Thaldor, you've got your 18 is pretty good. I'm going to say you managed to keep
I've got
your
two
dagger
daggers
in-
on me. I've actually got 2 daggers on me.
Okay, so the first dagger you managed to keep in your boot. Are you going to, when they come around and ask for all your weapons, are you going to give them the other dagger so it looks like you're complying, or are you going to try to sneak that one away as well?
I'll give them the other dagger, but what's on me, if I get to keep the stuff that's on me, I still have a poisoner's kit that looks like a painting kit, so I'm good.
Okay, they are going to they are going to ask you to put all your gear down. So your money, your armor, your backpack, all that stuff, your pouches. Like I said, you can sneak that dagger in your boot, so they won't let you do it. No, they're not going to try to take any natural part of you away, Belle. They are kind of curious about you. But you guys are all going to wind up... Mulek, I presume that in the confusion of all this, you let your owl friend...
Yeah, I typed in that I blinked Casper out. I made this here. Yep.
Okay, I am going to put all of you guys in a little line here, so that I can easily grab you all without grabbing anything else.
Brock's going to try to take his cape off and tie it around his waist like a sash, if they allow him.
They will inspect the cape to see that there is nothing there, and then they wind up taking you, and I'm gonna reveal this area so you can see where you guys are being taken. We're gonna take you guys, whoops, there. Take you guys over here. And you are going to have a heavy guard on you. So for the benefit of you guys and the chat, you're over here in this area. There are lots of guards posted. The Berserker is posted over here. There are Kobolds that are posted over here. Okay, I'm just gonna get rid of him because you can bring him back whenever you want to. So yeah, they'll kind of go hang out over here. And then you will, over the next few hours, you will each be treated to a special audience with both Frulam and Langdedrosa in this room over here. This chamber over here is outfitted like a torture chamber. And there are devices of torture, and they liberally apply those to you, and they let the kobolds and the guards and the berserker hurt you badly so that you are all bloodied by the time it's over with. And they don't ask you any questions initially.
What?
They take
So
you
they're
in
trying
there
to rush
one
us.
She didn't keep her word? I thought she was telling the truth.
Yeah, everybody except for Falliger.
Oh, great. Well, you guys get off easy.
Faliger, we will deal with what she says to you.
Sure.
Next
Turn
time.
the country bard into a boy toy. I see how it is.
And yes, so Faliger, you're over here. These are Frulam's quarters. They are rather sumptuous, and
Doing that on purpose.
Valiger should do something sneaky, like kill her while she's in there. Oh, but you're not an assassin.
you are for now. She seems to enjoy watching you squirm as she commands you to play songs for her, and when she likes a song, she will give you some wine and some sweets. When she doesn't like a song particularly, she will just raise a finger and wag it at you, like, no, not that one. Yeah. And that's where we will end. So then we'll deal with your interrogation later. And then we will deal with the interrogation of the party next week. And then we will see what you guys maybe are able to figure out about how maybe you can try to get out of this place, or what you may want to do. This may turn into, hey, let's become members of the Cult of the Dragon campaign.
Wait. Okay. So we're done, right? So we can share our thoughts.
Yes, we are done. I'm going to go ahead and leave the stream running for Table Talk. If you guys at some point need me to turn the stream off, let me know. But for now, if it's just going to be post-session Table Talk, we will go ahead and leave the stream running.
Well, Dratz did say in the chat, he said, I mean, she would let you live, but they did not say they wouldn't beat you to a pulp.
That's correct.
So he was listening.
She did make a promise to Faliger that was genuine. So she's going to hold to that.
Yeah.
In table talk, guys, I hid that dagger for a reason, because I'm going to stab that skinny, nasty, you know what, in the throat with it eventually.
So why was that fight so damn hard? What was that all about?
Did you not see what he did last week when he sent us that thing, when his team lost and he sent us that evil laugh? There
okay.
you go.
No,
This wasn't meant for us. This wasn't meant for us to win, guys.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. I didn't think it was.
This started with the last session. You guys came in, and because of the way you came in, and you were not able to stop the initial set of guards from sending somebody to warn the rest of the complex. Basically, they sent several waves of guards, what they thought could deal with you guys, which wound up just, weakening you a little bit and making you use some of your resources. And then the rest of them fell back and took up defensive positions with the mind that if you advanced far enough, they were going to come after you with an overwhelming force. They kind of try to lure you deeper in, and then, attack you with their full strength of numbers, because the closer you were getting in there, the closer you were getting to what they are really trying to guard, which is those dragon eggs, which you guys still haven't figured out exactly where those are. But they basically let you come in far enough that they could then kind of trap you, or hopefully get you in deep enough that they could kill you all before you could escape. That was probably their initial plan. And then, you did use make good use of some of those spells. Knocking a bunch of those kobolds out early with the sleep was good. Using additional sleep to knock out some of the other heavier hitters was good. Unfortunately, you guys wound up lining up just in a perfect line for the guy to use his lightning breath. But yeah, there are ways. Like if you had managed to take out all those guards at the entrance without anybody being able to send for backup, then you may have been able to sneaky work your way in group by group, and then depending on which way you go and how quiet you are and how quick you are, you may have been able to sneak your way all the way to your goal and get
I don't
that
remember
done.
that at all. I thought we did that. I thought there was only 2 guards at the cave.
There were 2 guards you could see, but Mulek heard booted steps retreating into the cavern, and then as you finished that fight, you guys heard more guards coming, which meant, well, somebody ran down there, gave notice, and now more guards are coming. So at the same time he notified that first set of guards that came to fight you, they also notified the other guards that put things into motion with the leaders that started to get everything organized. And the other thing that you could have done at the beginning of the session that would have possibly forestalled it is you could have said, oh, wow, we're kind of beat up. We're kind of bloodied. Let's just get the hell out of here and fall back for a while, rest up, and then come back. You would have removed some of the resources they had. They would have had to figure out how to redeploy to maybe put a better guard up and maybe have more watches, which might have meant having more of their team outside in the old camp area, and then you might have been able to not pick off several groups of them, and then when you finally came in, there may have been much less resistance inside. So yeah, that's what.
I mean, I guess. I mean, we were all pretty healthy, I thought.
Yeah,
I think at least one of you. Oh well, no. Brock had been bloody, but then he drank a health potion, and
I
he
was
got
still
and he got a
HP low when we started.
yeah. So
We don't have don't have much healing, and I drank the potion already, so I was like, screw it.
Well, we're missing like 1 or 2 members, aren't we? Or another member?
We're missing Wesley.
Missing the tank.
Hey, we made the decision.
One of our tanks, yeah.
We made the decision to keep going. I called at the beginning. I said, "Hey, this is a big army. Let's go." But you guys wanted to fight, so I was like, "All right."
It was in that moment that I saw that this was a cutscene. when the dragon came out and they finally indicated who that was, then I was sure it was a cutscene. But when James was saying we can go, I'm like, this reminds me of something that happened in Waterdeep. Like sometimes these encounters are just cutscenes.
Yeah,
So,
I just kind of assumed that it was like we weren't meant to win it or something. Like it was going to be like we were supposed to be captured or something. Because that force was just like insanely big.
Yeah. There's ways that it can go, and if none of the defenders live to pass the word to the next group of defenders, then yes, you can kind of work your way in for a while. Now, in game time, you'd probably have a couple of hours while people go on patrols, and you might be able to get all the way in, do whatever you want to do, and get all the way out. And if you never raise an alarm, you could be gone by the time the patrols find the evidence that you've been there and killed several of the people. But the way it worked out, and the fact that guy was able to get the word first back to Frulum and her personal guard, and then she was able to get to Langdedrosa, and they were able to spread the word to everybody else in the complex. that's what turned it into. Okay, now either you run at some point, or you're going to get captured, or it's going to be a bad ending.
Was this the only way into the entrance? Was the only way into the mine? I thought there was like a additional way to get in. Excuse me.
You had heard that there might be one, but you don't have. You never found any evidence of one, and I don't know that you actually ever looked for another one. You got to the. I think you were going to look for another possible way in, but when you got to the camp and found that it was largely abandoned, you all said, "Oh, well, let's just climb down the cliff and go into the cave mouth here." And when you climbed down the cliff, okay, then you saw the two guards you could see, the third guard that you could not see, and that third one was the one that ran to raise the alarm. And you fought the two, and then that set off the chain of events that wound up with you guys getting captured. But everybody's alive, so that's good.
Well, yeah, for now. So what happens? We just give you time to think about it, and
No, we
I'm gonna
find
kill
out.
that woman.
We
I'm
go
going
with
to
the
kill her.
story.
No, it's going to happen. Thaldor
No,
is going to stab her in the neck with that
No,
dagger. It's going to happen.
No, she is mine. She is Mulek's.
Then me and you will
Touch her.
put something together.
Mulek has history with this woman.
Not
and
even
that's
close.
that's why I didn't want to fight her, because I knew she was powerful.
Well, see, our characters don't know that, but then I'll tell you what will happen in game. Me and you will have a conversation while we're in chains, I guess,
Yes.
and we are going to
Yes.
kill that woman together. Then
Yes.
it's an agreement.
Yes.
Belle has the upper hand of killing her because she first tried to kill Birdman, which is her friend, and also keeping Ballinger captive away from her. So she's completely pissed.
Okay, so we can. You guys can let me know either during the week or at the start of next session. But one thing we can do, if you wish, is we can start next session with the 5 of you in your prison cell. Falazur being, trying to be convinced that he really should join the Cult of the Dragon, and then, have that kind of role play, or we could just skip over Falazur's conversation with Frulum, do that kind of in a text thing during a week, and then have everybody start in the prison cell. And if you guys want to use that as an RP opportunity to, talk strategy and talk amongst yourselves about history and things of that nature, I'm willing to let that be something that happens.
okay. So let me get this straight. My companions are being physically tortured. I'm being physically tortured, and
You're being mentally tortured, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, she was very clear about what she had intended. So I'm in my own torture. So it's like basically Operation get out of our break our chains and get our shit and get out of here kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah. All right. And just so you will know what kind of person this Frulam is. Frulam is somebody that likes to take her time. So she is not going to she will emotionally try to emotionally persuade you initially. She's not going to try to physically do anything to you right away. She's going to hold that out as something that once she's absolutely sure you are on board with the cult, that is a possible benefit down the road. That's not something that she, offers up as a sign-on bonus. That's for dedicated. Oh, hey! Happy birthday, Ivy.
Hey guys, I got to roll.
Okay. All right.
Who's
See
taking
you,
off?
bro. James.
Yeah.
James, yeah, I gotta go.
All right, man. Take it easy.
Yeah,
All
we'll see you
right.
guys.
See ya.
We'll see you guys next week.
Yeah, she's dead. She's dead. I swear, she's dead. That's happening. No. Especially what I can see next week, even though we're already back on ourselves, they're torturing me now, I guess, is what's going on. You just see him punch the Aldor in the face with a smirk and just spits on the ground, blood coming out of his mouth, thinking, you're getting it, effers. You're getting it hard. It's coming to all of you. Because I don't forget things. That's the bad part about Haldor. He don't forget nothing for 30 days. So he's remembering every face, everything, every way. And that's the thing, too. Every way we came into these caves, everything, I remember it all.
Yep.
Well, the DM does, but my character does. So I'm mapping everything in my head. So the moment that we get ready to do whatever we do, and I let Falger in and the rest of the group in, she's dead. It's happening.
Okay.
She thinks she's seducing me, but I'm the one seducing her.
Exactly, Mr. Charisma.
You are not so beautiful.
She thinks she's using me as a boy toy, but she's my toy
to
save my friends. I may not like it, but I'm doing it.
All right, chat. Thank you very much for putting up with us tonight. We will have to see what happens with this campaign. As D&D, it's one of those fun stories. You never know what's going to happen because you never know what people are going to decide to do. And so that is we now get to play a slightly different game than maybe everybody expected, or maybe we just take a little detour in the game that we all expected. So take care, everyone. Good night. Have a great week. This should be going up on YouTube over the weekend, and it'll be available on Twitch to watch for a few days. I was able, by the way, Ken and Vernon, I was able to actually go to the Twitch and download the Twitch replay and save that as a file. So I was able to save all of our replay from Sunday.
Cool.
But when I went back to try to recover the file that was being recorded, because the power went out and it stopped recording without closing the file properly, that file's corrupted. So I had to grab the copy of the file, and it just basically goes until my power flickered and then it cuts off.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, that's.
Well, it was pretty much the end, sort of.
Yeah, because it took so long to get going again that it was like, all right, we're not even going to do anything more. So.
Well, yep. Definitely don't want to turn evil. I don't want.
It's D&D.
Yeah, I don't want to turn evil and be team at cult / whatever, running around doing evil shit. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to get our way out of this somehow.
Yeah. Okay.
Think about splitting the party.
Oh boy.
Something like that. Yeah, that'll split the party. This is his half of the game.
Well, and here's something.
Turn.
Here's something to think about, guys. I kind of had an idea when the first version of this would happen in this game, which is going to be, maybe another 10 sessions or so in, depending on, the pace that we're going at, if we keep going on a similar pace. But one of the things that's a hallmark of some of my games is the How the Other Half Lives sessions, where you show up one day and, you're not playing your main characters, you're playing these alternate characters. And it's this other story. It's not the story that you were doing last week and that you'll be doing again next week. It's this other story that we're going to take a side detour and do. So it's a possibility if there is a philosophical split in the party. There is a possibility that some of you could choose, oh, I want to re-roll another character to continue with the main story. My character that started this campaign is going to go off with this other thing. And then when we get to tell that other side, everybody else rolls a new character that goes and does this other thing. So we could play ourselves into a thing where, okay, now we're telling the story of what the heroes are doing over here, and then we're telling the story of what, this cult or that cult or the other cult is doing over here. But
what you've done is taken modules. So what you've got is not the bad side.
That's correct, but I do know the storyline, so I do know what the goals of the cult are, so or the goals of the bad guy. So I could basically, if you decided to roll a party that's going to join the cult, I could have you play, okay, there's this pivotal moment in the story where the heroes are supposed to be fighting this group of grunts. Well, instead, they're fighting you. And instead of you, the players, controlling the heroes, it'll be the DM controlling the heroes, and you guys would be fighting against the heroes.
We can fight
No. It would be a different group of. It would be a different group of heroes. I wouldn't make you go fight against your main characters. It would be okay. There's this other group that is going on this particular thing. I would make sure to do that.
Well, it could be that all the characters get out of prison and they don't know why until they hear somebody say, "Good God."
Well, it's only been 10 years since the events of Icespire Peak, so even the human characters in that campaign would still be bumping around.
Where's Uncle Dorsifear when I need him? With his thieves guild in tow.
This is a great way for the legend of the king to begin.
Yep. All right, guys, take care. And I really am going to go ahead and stop the stream now, chat. And talk to you all later.
You got some bits tonight, Gally.
Oh, hey, great. Well, thank you guys very much. Appreciate everything. We're now getting a nice group of people that come out for every stream. Drat and Turbo, thank you very much. Those of you who drop by and spend the whole session with us, we really appreciate it. Tell your friends if you like this game. Tell your friends, ask them to come on by, and we'll be happy to have all of them hang out with us.
And our Sunday game. If you want a more
Sunday game. Yeah, it's just Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We do a Planeswalking 5e D&D game. Ken, who plays Falager in this game, and Vernon, who plays Osprey in this game, are both in that game. And we are right now
and Ivy.
And Ivy, yes, Ivy just joined us in that game. Yes, she did. So we are in a Planeswalking campaign, and they are in Innistrad, which is a plane out of Magic the Gathering that is all gothic horror nonsense. And there's some semi-official lore floating around in Wizards of the Coast circles that Innistrad may be the actual place where Strahd's family originated, where his father was king, and the battle that caused them to flee to Barovia, and eventually took Barovia out of a normal plane and made it its own demi-plane. And there's some precedent for that because there's like a few just big blank areas in Innistrad where there's nothing except open plains and a lot of undead rolling around. So
It's basically like Wizard of the Coast version of the Dracula story, right? In a sense, or kind of. I mean, I'm not sure.
Innistrad or Ravenloft. Ravenloft is more like that, I think.
Ravenloft is an entire plane back in the day.
It's a demi-plane. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
I thought that's where Strahd went, was to Barovia or whatever.
Yeah. He did.
Okay.
But I'm sorry, I was confused by what your question, whether you were asking whether Innistrad is the Dracula thing or whether Barovia is Dracula.
Well, it's where his family originated, right? And then they went to like, it was, them going to like Romania in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Ravenloft is very clearly Transylvania with all of the creepy creatures from history in America.
Yes. All right. Good night, everybody.